Peace, peoples, peace. It's looking good already for 2025, y'all. How many of y'all can say that? That so far, 2025 is turning out to be just marvelous. Especially with King Trump in office. You understand me? Check, you understand me? God damn it. But yeah, things is looking lovely so far for 2025, y'all. No complaints at all, y'all. Just know your boy, King Trump, moved quick. King Donald Trump moved swift. You know what I mean? Your boy was at the January 6th riot. I never told nobody. You know what I mean? But he was pardoning all the rioters that was there January 6th. Your boy, like I said, he moved quick. He moved quick, ladies and gentlemen. He moved quick. Swift. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Things are looking lovely for 2025 so far. And no complaints, ladies and gentlemen. But I heard a story that we talked about it on our channel about child support needing an overhaul, right? We talked about that, right? King Trump is King Trump. You understand me? Check. King Trump is King Trump, God damn it. And that's a fact though, a whole fact though. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. Just looking for the story when we talked about child support should be overhauled. If y'all scroll down through the video, y'all will see exactly what I'm talking about. When was this? We talked about that. Hold on, y'all.
Grand Rising heathens. What I want to talk about this morning is yesterday we talked a little bit about
Listen. Trying to pull up the date.
the overhaul coming to Section 8, right? We talked a little bit about that. But what I want to talk about this morning,
January 15th.
a whole lot of overhauls. Overhauling PPA.
That was the 2015th. That was January 15th. We talked about domestic relation, child support.
Whatever you consider yourself to be as a human being, right? That's yellow, orange. But the one overhaul that we never see happens. And like I said, I ain't biased and I can't play the race card. It's not about playing a race card all the time. Because we got black, white, yellow, orange, green, red, whatever you consider yourself to be as a human being. Right?
Male, female, because there's only two genders.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Female, male, transgender, whatever you consider yourself being, you pay child support.
There it is.
Right? Not all of us, but most of us do. But why I say that? Because like I said, there's always an overhaul in all these other government programs. Why is there never an overhaul in domestic relations, peoples?
And ladies and gentlemen, we did that video January 15th, 2025. Now, the latest news I'm getting now is King Trump. That's just what he is, a king. Y'all start addressing President Trump as King Trump, goddammit. That's just what he is. He's a goddamn king. And let's listen to this dude.
Trump, child support for all them baby mamas that got us on child support. Y'all want to get that bag? Y'all talking about y'all gonna get them 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000? No, not for the new 2025. You ain't gonna be able to claim, baby. Y'all dead. Woo, Donald J. Trump, my man.
And it's finally good to see that the tide may be turning when it comes to men's rights. President Trump is set to introduce a new tax initiative where the person who is paying child support on a child will be able to claim that child on their tax return and get some type of funding back. And it's definitely something that has started a whole lot of conversation online. Let's get right into it.
And it is only day one in office, and Donald Trump has signed an executive order called the Child Support Reform Act, in which he is making changes at a federal level to the child support system. Is this executive order perfect? No. Does it solve everything? No. But it does more to help fathers or child support payers, which are predominantly fathers, than any other federal act has done in years. Part one is income-based adjustment, so that child support is more closely aligned with an individual income. So those individuals that are low-income payers will suffer less of the financial burden. Part two will cap arrears. So those that fall behind on child support, there'll be a cap on the amount of interest that can be applied to keep them from going into insurmountable debt. Part three is compliance incentives. So those individuals that consistently meet their child support demands, they'll be able to apply for tax relief and benefits. The three previous parts of the executive order benefited the child support payers, so in a lot of cases the fathers, but the fourth and final part benefits the acceptor or the receiver of the child support, and it is streamlined in enforcement so that it'll make it easier for those receiving child support to collect it through an automated system. In addition to this executive order, Trump is now making it so that the individual that is paying the child support is the individual that gets to claim the child on their taxes, meaning that whoever pays gets the child tax credit, which is how it should have always been. If you're paying a lot of money to the other person, why should...
So all you mothers that's out there that got your baby father on child support and you letting other people claim them kids, and the father is paying child support, hey, Trump, there should be some consequences behind that. Because it's a lot of these females, Trump, King. It's a lot of these females out here, King, that's letting people claim their kids for a cut of their income tax money. Don't hear from these Negroes or niggettes all year round. But when it's income tax time, they become your friend. Can I claim your kid? Can I claim your child? I'll give you $1,000 for each child you let me claim. Consequences. All you nappy head hoes that was out there capping for Kamala Harris, following Michelle Obama, led y'all to the hellfire. They put all you Section 8 welfare queens in the line of fire, goddammit. And I always said it. King Trump is a man's man, goddammit. He believes in the man, the husband, the wife, and the kids. 2 genders, male and female. My man. His character show you a whole lot about him if you paying attention. And stop listening to the fake rhetoric and fake news. And what else going on? We talked about that. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Step in my office. Kamala Harris. Step in my office. Because this story gets deep, ladies and gentlemen. It gets very deep. Joe Biden pardoning the man Leonard Peltier, who killed 2 FBI agents. I put the story on the channel so y'all not saying I'm just talking rhetoric of what I'm spelling now. I told you, over here on this channel, we keep it 100 and we produce the facts so we can talk about it. So Leonard Peltier, who was pardoned by Joe Biden, who killed not 1, but 2 FBI agents back in 1979, who was pardoned by Joe Biden in 2025. Why you say that? The Indian native. Well, during the election, right? I was telling the peoples and advocating for Mumia Abu-Jamal and Assata Shakur to be pardoned, right? But it seems that it went through one ear and out the other. Them Negroes wasn't paying attention. They was too busy engaging into the LQGBT or LGBTQ, whatever you want to call it, had more rights than the American people, period. So why you say that? Because it was a whole lot of Negroes out there tap dancing and buck dancing during Biden and Harris campaign. And not near one Negro even came out their mouth about pardoning Mumia Abu-Jamal or Sister Assata Shakur. Right? Right. But as you can see, Joe Biden pardoned Leonard Peltier. Why you keep saying that? Not only did he kill not 1, but 2 FBI agents, he was given full pardon. Now, when Kamala Harris was campaigning, and she visited her sister, the Indian sister, when they was cooking. Let me find a video. But before we get into that video, I don't mean to jump all over the place. Let me show you. Back in, what's the date on this? October the 29th of 2024. Here's what your boy was talking about. All right?
Doing very well. Thank you, and appreciate having you here. And thank you for having me. Of course. And as I mentioned, we're coming up in just about a day, the anniversary of your grandfather's arrest. And for people my age, this was such a huge case, and I know all the details like the back of my hand, but maybe for some people they haven't really heard who is Mumia Abu-Jamal, and how did he end up being one of the longest-serving political prisoners in the United States?
Well, I think this is a case of, well, actually at this point, people who are getting into good trouble is really a way of suspending the revolution. And Mumia Abu-Jamal is a worldwide renowned journalist, activist. His commentaries, there's people who enjoy his commentaries all over the world.
But we talked about that, ladies and gentlemen.
Never seen anything like this, like Mumia Abu-Jamal case.
Here, go right here.
It's behind bars for so long.
Yeah, that Pennsylvanians that's out there, like I said, you brothers that was in the barbershop dropped the ball. Alley-oop was passed, you niggas dropped it. Could have discussed Mumia Abu-Jamal case. Let's go.
Right, and it hurts me, it hurts my children, it hurts my cousins, right? Many of my family, is really trying their best, to like live with the pain to have, Mumia behind bars, right? And I
and
really
Negroes was in power, and for the last 4 years, messing around with Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, right? And I also spoke on the beautiful sister.
Let's get it.
Maximum security unit in a cell with 2 guards in front of the cell 24 hours a day. And a cell between 2 gun towers that could train their guns directly on the cell. I was told that I was in the Yardville unit for women, even though I was the only woman. And they tried to keep me there for the rest of my life. My grandmother came to visit me.
That's our sister, Asada Shakur. Y'all can check it out. The video is on the channel. Like I said, I discussed that. When was that? November the 1st, 2024. You understand me? So, back to what I was saying about Kamala Harris.
She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always identified as a black woman.
I respect
historically
either
black
one.
college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't.
We're going to cook today. Okay. Is an Indian recipe. Yes. Because you are Indian. Yes. Okay, and I don't know that everybody knows that, but I find that wherever I go and I see Indian people at the supermarket, on the street, everyone's like, Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like our thing we're so excited about to have you running for president. Yeah. So we're both Indian, but actually we're both South Indian. Yes.
You look like the entire one half of my family.
Okay, thank you.
You do.
I've been telling people we're related already, so this is perfect. It's basically true.
And I think that'll be I guess an interesting.
So y'all heard that from Kamala Harris' mouth herself. So why you say that? Why I say it? Because it's a slap in the African American community face. And not only the African community face, all you females that was out there capping for Kamala Harris, goddammit. Because she just said she was Indian, right? But no one advocated for Mumia Abu-Jamal. But
Going after Trump because he pardoned the people from
Kamala Harris and Joe Biden step in my office. because no one talked about pardoning Mumia Abu-Jamal, right? Or Assata Shakur, right? But Joe Biden pardoned this Indian who you say you are, right? You just said it. I just played the video.
That America is still
Is divided. America is still divided and racist, right?
That's by what many observe.
Let's go.
Leonard Peltier is Anishinaabe. He was convicted of murder in the killings of 2 FBI agents after a shootout on the Pine Ridge Reservation in 1975. He fled to Canada and was arrested by RCMP officers at Small Boys Camp in Alberta. He was extradited to the U.S. by what many observers say was false evidence that was used to eventually convict him.
There he is, y'all.
You see? But she pardoned the Indian dude.
Arrested doing.
You understand me?
At Small Boys Camp in Alberta, he was extradited to the U.S. by what many observers say was false evidence that was used to eventually convict him. Peltier has been serving his time in a prison in Florida. In poor health, he will be living under house arrest in his home community on the Turtle Mountain Reservation in North Dakota. Moments before Trump was sworn in, former President Biden issued a number of preemptive pardons protecting Dr. Anthony Fauci, General Mark Milley.
And we talked about Fauci, but I don't want to jump all over the place. While Anthony Fauci got a pardon. We talked about that.
Congressional committee that investigates Leonard Peltier. Peltier was convicted of
Leonard
killing
Peltier.
2 FBI agents on the Pine
Indian
Ridge
dude.
Indian Reservation in South Dakota
Hear that?
and has been imprisoned for nearly 5
Hold back.
Leonard Peltier. Peltier was convicted of killing 2 FBI agents on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in South Dakota
Indian.
and has been imprisoned for nearly 5
Who's Indian, y'all?
There's long been scrutiny over
Who's
how the case was
Indian, y'all?
investigated and his trial conducted.
Huh?
But
Who never
presidents
said they
on
was
both sides
African
of the
American,
aisle have refused
but
to
acknowledged
intervene.
themselves as being
Peltier was
Indian,
also part of the
y'all?
American Indian movement that started here in Minneapolis in the 60s. And tonight, Jennifer Hoff has a look at its history and what's next for Peltier. Minneapolis is known for many
Peltier.
things, but its long-time disparities.
His name is Leonard Peltier.
If
you mention the American Indian movement, people automatically think
The American Indian movement. The American Indian movement. Kamala Harris is what? Huh? What is Kamala Harris, y'all? She never acknowledged herself as being African American, but she acknowledged herself as being what? Let's go.
Forsha has long led the group started in 1968 fighting against police brutality and poverty and for treaty rights and reform.
So black folks ain't go through that? Black folks ain't go through that struggle?
We have so much work left to do.
Some of it now left up to a new generation of leaders. For me, the American Indian movement is a way of life. Rachel Dion Thunder's father was a member whose advocacy included fighting for Leonard Peltier's freedom. That Dion Thunder continued marching to D.C. in support of Peltier's release 2 years ago. I was shaking. It coming as a surprise today. I was taken aback and thankful. We are not free as a people until Leonard is free. The move drawing fierce opposition from law enforcement, but for Native Americans, Peltier's arrest
They not free until Peltier is free. So now that Peltier is free, are y'all free? That's the question.
represented struggles
That's
with
what you
the federal
said.
government. Taken aback and thankful. We are not free as a people until Leonard is free. The move drawing fierce opposition from law enforcement, but for Native Americans, Peltier's arrest represented struggles with the federal government, particularly on indigenous lands. That if you resist, that this is what will happen to you. That's the message that they were trying to send, and obviously that didn't work because we're here today. Forsha pointing to their footprint now, from a community clinic to Little Earth Housing, saying Peltier's release will go down in history.
Yeah, today's Victory Day.
A moment to
Today
reflect.
is Victory Day. Today is Victory Day for pardoning a man who killed 2 FBI agents. Indians. India. Right, Kamala? But y'all couldn't pardon, like I said. Peoples, I just wanted to come up here and ramble. Wake up a couple eyelids. Because a lot of y'all still sleeping. A lot of y'all still sleeping. But continue on to sleep. And the parade's going to march right past you. I swear it is. If y'all still stuck on that ideology of the Joe Biden-Harris administration, y'all lost. A bunch of confused people. It only take common sense for y'all to get back in line and bow down to the king. God damn it. But it goes to show you that the Democratic Party never stood for the American people. Everything they did was against the American people. Now that someone's in office that's going to do for the American people, you still got ungrateful motherfuckers out here. Especially them house niggas. Them Divine Non-House niggas. The Roland Fat Ass Martins. The Steve Harveys. The D.L. Hugleys. The Oprah Winfreys. And the list goes on. Are you niggas? You niggas are the problem. And not all my peoples. I always stress that point. Not all my peoples, but if the shoe wear it, goddammit. If the shoe fit, wear it, goddammit. Tired of some of you Negroes out there, man. Acting like you really here for the peoples when you're really not. Here it is, this man comes in office and put the American people first, and y'all still boo-hooing and wah-honing. Crazy. That's just like a confused idiot that always complains about the weather. Always complaining it's too hot and always complaining it's too cold. You're a confused motherfucker. That's why. But we got into that. Fannie Willis. Oh, Fannie Willis, step into my office.
Well, so I haven't been able to enjoy my home.
Condo, I'm sorry. And I'm
March of
where you lay your head? Do they take you to and from where you lay your head?
99% of the time.
Would they take Mr. Wade to and from wherever you laid your head?
That has never in the history of ever happened. Ever. That's a lie.
That's another. If they've ever taken him in.
And I'm telling you that that's never happened.
So your security team has never taken
My
Mr. Wade anywhere?
security team has never taken Mr. Wade from any place where I have lived and brought him here. Security team has never taken Mr. Wade from any place where I have lived and brought him here. Never. Not once. Not ever.
And that's on my channel too if y'all want to check the video out of proof Kamala Harris and Fannie Willis are Greek deity Atlas sisters. And that's a fact. But yeah, y'all, I got a lot of videos on my channel. So y'all ain't been watching the videos. A lot of y'all that's new to the channel, stroll down and check out the videos what I was talking about that's leading all the way up until now. Right? And like I said, y'all more than welcome to share my videos. You understand me? Because I got some videos for y'all. That's going to shake a lot of Negroes up in the community. Once you hit them with that knowledge and you got facts. Because all my videos are based on facts. And I present the facts. You understand me? Check. So I just wanted to, hey, Anthony Fauci, in that jab situation. That's why you got pardoned. But like I said, a lot of you black doctors that was up there capping, selling your peoples out, should be held accountable of what they put in their system. You understand me? Check. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Little this, little that. Understand me?
Jim Smith, you say Jim Smith treat our vets right. Jim, I'm sorry, you're fired. Get out of here. Right?
That's right. You're fired. Get the hell out of here.